What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rashonology. I am your host, RJD. As always, hit the like button. Oh, you can't even hear that, but it's all good. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Rashonology. Rolling across the bottom of your screen. We are also on Rumble, RJD199. So look out for that. Let's get this right. All right, I live in New York, and a lot of New Yorkers are not happy right now. The Pacers have beat the New York Knicks in Game 6. They got them out of there. Now it will be if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be OKC and Indiana for the title. They got the young boys in OKC doing their thing. They got Indiana, who is very deep, very, very deep bench. And that's one of the reasons why. It's one of the reasons why they are so good. I want to recap this series, not just this, but I want to recap this series because why did it do that twice? Because at the end of the day, the Knicks went into Indiana. They lost Game 6, but the Knicks could have won this series. And some say they should have won this series, but they ran into a plethora of issues. Now, I'm not here to kick the people while they're down. I am not a Knicks fan, but I'm not here for that. I'm not here to kick the Knicks while they're down. I am a New Yorker, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is that we got to give them a Don DeMarco because they did play well. So we're going to hit them. But the problem the Knicks faced is a couple of things. A couple of things I saw that I'm like, they might have to switch that up. Number one, the bench is not deep enough. They only played 7 or 8 guys, which means the longer you tend to go in the series, the more gassed your people are going to be. They're going to be gassed the hell out, especially the deeper you get into the playoffs. Adrenaline will only take you so far. Adrenaline will only take you so far. And at the end of the day, these guys are supremely conditioned athletes, been playing ball their whole life, but they're human. And you will see people gas out. And if you're playing the same 7 or 8 guys, even if you put new guys in there and you play, let's say, 10 people, give people breaks, you got to get that production from the people you put in. And if you're not getting the production, let's just face it, it ain't going to work out. So that's one thing that, unfortunately, the Knicks were fighting. They were fighting an uphill battle from day one with that, especially versus the Pacers, who got like 5, 6, 7 guys averaging double digits, 10 to 15 points a game. So, and then you have your couple of superstars or your couple of stars, and there you go. So they're young, they run and gun, and not like the Knicks can't play that style, but when you're running with them boys in Indiana and not all of your people have fresh legs, it's going to be a problem. Number two is Brunson, although he is a superstar. Let's not get it twisted. He is very ball dominant, and it's like the Knicks had the same problem Chris Paul and those brothers had back in the day. It's like Chris Paul is so ball dominant, so everything runs through him. Well, ran through him back in the days when he was on the Clippers. So ball dominant. He controls the ball so much that it's like you gotta get other people involved. And in this game 6, is it going to show me game 6? Let me see. So in game 6, The Pacers shot a better field goal percentage. They shot better from the three. The Knicks turned the ball over more, and you can't have turnovers, but not against a team like this. You cannot have turnovers. And they kept it at halftime. This was a close game. This game got out of control in the third quarter. 34. When I watch the games, I like to see who won the quarter. Who won the quarter? So they lost by 1, so they were down by 4 at the half. And then this is where they lost the game right here. They didn't win any quarter. Not one quarter they won. And they missed a lot of free throws, if I'm not mistaken. You can't miss free throws. The free throws are going to kill you. And let's look at how these teams matched up. So you got OG gave you 24 and Cat gave you 22. But Brunson, 19? Nope. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. And it used to be Shaq. Shaq used to say it all the time. The stars got to be stars.
Nope.
That ain't gonna cut it. The stars have to be stars. And Cat gave you 22. You got 24 from OG. Brunson got to give you 25 to 35. He got to. But look at the production on the bench. They got a surprising 12 from Landry. But who else gave them points? Where's the rest of the points? Where's the rest of the points coming from? Now, if we look at the Pacers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in double figures. 7.
Give me a hell yeah.
That is a recipe for success. 7 guys in double figures. Let's see. You got 20, 14, 13, 25, 7. So you got all at 1, 2, 3, 4 guys off the bench. 4 guys off the bench gave you 10 minutes or more. Quality minutes, too. 25 from OB off the bench. 13 from Thomas off the bench. TJ, 4. That's minutes. My bad. Points. 18 off the bench here. You had 11 off the bench here. So the guys are giving you stuff off the bench. And, the Knicks had 12, 13, 12, 16, 18, 20 points off the bench here. There's 20 points off the bench right here, another 11 right here, then 3 and 4. So they won the bench battle too. And they got quality minutes off the bench where these guys are playing 30, 30, 30 plus. And these guys, they're playing 30 plus too, but you're also getting quality minutes here. So that played into it. I'm not going to sit up here and say that didn't play into it. And the Knicks to me lost this game in game 1. Lost this series in game 1, where they let these boys from Indiana come in. They let these brothers come in and take home court. And you got to protect home court. And 19 from Brunson. Not to say this, it's not his fault that they lost. The game got away from them in the third quarter, but that's not going to help. It's not going to help. Not when you need big players to look. Siakam, 31. That's what they needed from Brunson. Free throws, 8 of 11. The Knicks, they lost this game. Turnovers, free throws. Turnovers and free throws are why they lost this game. Turnovers and free throws are why they lost this game. This game got away from them. Now, the Knicks got game 3, but the Knicks should have won game 1 and they should have won game 2. Those 2 games, very, very winnable games. But when you lose game 1 and you lose game 2, game 3 is a must win, and then they lose game 4. Game 5 is a must win, and then they lose game 6. So they didn't protect home court. They lost. It happens. The Knicks, will they be back? I don't know. I don't know if the Knicks will be back next year. I know this team is a champion. This team could have won the championship. I think if this team had a better bench, they could have won this series. So you can't say, they could have won this series. But this team they got to get deeper. And I don't know if it's coaching because they they played good basketball, but they're missing probably one piece. They're probably one piece away from a championship. This team plus one or two more additions probably is a championship team. So I don't think they should just go blow it all up and, oh, we're gonna blow up the team and get rid of this person and get rid of that person. Nah, that's stupid. We don't want to do that.
You stupid.
No, I don't think that's what the Knicks need to do. I think they have a solid team. They're just one or two, Cat, great addition, but they're just one or two pieces away. One or two pieces away. Josh Hart, 4 points? Nah, fam. Josh Hart, 4 points. That ain't going to cut it. Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. Not at all. So Bridges gave you 15. Okay. Bridges gave you 15. OG gave you 24. Cat gave you 22. And Brunson gave you 19. So it's not like they didn't produce, but they just needed more. That's it. They just needed more. So they still got a good window. They keep the same team, add another piece or two. The Knicks still have a good, I think, another 2 to 3 year window where they can make moves. Because let's see who was in the playoffs this year. Let's go back. Playoffs. Who was in the playoffs this year? I want to look at all the playoff teams. Playoff bracket. All right. What the hell? Not in damn football.
You stupid.
Basketball. There we go. Jesus. About time. All right. On the East Coast, the Cavs, I think, had the best record in the league. They could beat the Cavs. I think they could beat the Bucks. The Pacers, they could beat the Pacers. They already beat the Celtics in 6. So we know they could beat the Celtics. But Tatum did get hurt. So we got to keep that into account. And you got to keep into account what Tatum is coming back next year, because he's coming back from a nasty injury. So what kind of person are they getting back? It's going to take him a year. It might take him a good half a season or a full season to get back to where he is now. Achilles injury is no joke. So there's that. And then there's the Pacers. So the Pistons, they could beat the Pistons. So the Knicks are still right there in that upper echelon. They finished as the 3 seed. They're still there next year. With this team next year, they're still there. They are still at the top of the East, the top 3 in the East. So I think 1 or 2 more pieces. We'll see how the offseason pans out, but they still got a good shot. Now, will they have beaten OKC? I don't know, because OKC been balling all year, and they've been the best team in the league all year. So the best team that nobody talks about. So we'll see. We will see. Inside the NBA, before I go inside the NBA, definitely going to be sad to see those people go with all the stuff over the years, from my high school years to my college years, seeing inside the NBA, all the jokes they cracked. The one comes to mind, one of the funniest is besides the Shaq and the Fool stuff, is when they had Ernie Johnson driving a car, and then Kenny was supposed to jump over the car when Kobe had the jumping over the car video. Oh man, just simply amazing stuff. That's inside the NBA is going to be severely missed. Why they didn't just keep inside the NBA, I will never understand. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't really know the ins and outs. I just know that inside the NBA has been freaking amazing for a long time, and it sucks that it's ending, because the viewership alone, I'm sure they were getting views. So whatever, man. But sad to see it go. That's all I got for you guys today. That's it. Short video at the end. RNS World Builders. You're looking for an opportunity to make some extra money. Shout out to RNS World Builders. Rock out. Hit the QR code. As for me, I'm out. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.